It's your girl Tart.
I'm Diamond.
And I'm Kee.
And you are listening to Clownin with My Cousins podcast, where we have candid conversations on relationships, culture, and so much more.
You know, the kind of conversations you have with your favorite cousin.
So get ready to clown with my cousins.
Y'all women better be cool with as many fake numbers,
Blocks.
blocks. I'm gonna give you the number and I ain't gonna answer the phone. So y'all know how y'all get down. Y'all don't get it all. Hey, y'all flirt in our face and make us feel like we won. Like, yeah, I gotta give it. She gonna
And
fuck
don't
with
be
me.
wanting shit. We just having fun.
Yeah, that's why I don't buy drinks in the club.
Damn.
Different. Tart should have told y'all I'm different.
But we do. If we see a handsome guy in the club, we'll buy a drink and slide it to the bar and keep pushing. Not on some I want to holler at you, but some I see you and keep it rocking.
But they do.
That you bought me a drink in the club, I'm on your ass.
And that's cool too. And that's cool too. We'll take that. Because trust and believe, we didn't send it to someone we didn't check out.
We didn't check out. Thank you. We shot a shot.
Yeah, and that was it. Not even that though. It might
not necessarily.
It don't even have
like
to.
You gotta talk. It was just on some respect shit. Like, hey, my nigga,
and could have kept on pushing.
So y'all down for the approach? Y'all down to the approach, man?
I don't do it. I'm socially awkward. Here we go
That's
again.
an approach, though. That's an approach.
It is an approach, but like a direct
so what do y'all
approach,
do?
no.
What do y'all do?
Yeah,
y'all
that's
just
not
send
an-
it and go
that's not an
running
approach.
and wait?
It is buying a nigga a drink and give and have
Yes, it
and
is.
having a bartender give him a drink.
Anytime that I
or
buy
I take the drink
drink,
to him and
it
be
is
like,
never with the intent of he may come to me. Even though I know he may, but it's not. It's not the intent. So when I walk off from that bar, it completely let it go out of my head. If he come, he come. If
it's
he
not
don't,
like
he
we
don't.
dwell on it.
Mm-mm.
But I'm not gonna just come right up to you and be like, "Hey, how you?" I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna do no shit like that.
Y'all do. I mean, y'all do what y'all do though to get y'all's attention though.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times that I don't go and approach a dude is always that thought process that I didn't see his chick or, with him, and then, shit start to happen from there.
I never have like the urge to directly approach a man because I always feel like I'm the prize. So if we lock eyes,
and that's
maybe I'm considering that.
The comment,
But in my mind, if you look at me,
Y'all comfortable with y'all say
when she heard, when this bitch heard you say that I'm the bride, she said no, I'm the bride. But then she tried to be sweet and say, no, we're the prize. No, bitch, we were sitting on this podcast with the three of us. I'm the prize.
Because that's how I carry myself, like I'm the prize. But in my mind, if a nigga carries himself the same way and he approach or whatever the case is, then we the prize.
That nigga that you want is the prize in your eyes. That's what I'm saying. So he's still the prize. It's still the prize.
After, yeah.
But I thought of myself as a prize too. So
she said prize plus
keep my prize. I'm his motherfucking prize.
God's equal greatness. Yes, indeed.
You gotta carry yourself that way. That's why. That's what the term trophy wife meant. That's so misconstrued now.
So what do you think is a woman that carries herself that way?
As a prize?
Yeah.
Not
you.
A prize for
she
me.
says smart.
Not you.
You better do it.
I like nerdy girls.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely don't like shallowness. I don't like I'm not a money oriented person. Like I know how to enjoy my life no matter what the circumstances is.
I've been telling
so bitches. To me, like for real, when you chase money, I feel like you're living a shallow life. Like you can't buy
That's
happiness.
true. That's real. That's real.
And really, if you do look at it like that, you're really cheating yourself out of life because you skipping out a lot of good people. Because there's people that can show you something every day.
Every single day.
Yeah.
So I definitely ain't looking at. I don't even care how much a girl make. I holler at the girl in the drive-through window. If she got that aura about her.
Hello?
Yes. Facts. If there's a vibe, there's a vibe.
But you would do that knowing that you can maintain things on your own. You don't need 50-50, right?
Mm-hmm. But that's how everybody should look at it. As a grown adult, a woman should look at a man as if she wants the man. She don't need the man for his wallet. Like y'all said, y'all got y'all get that is y'all all said y'all get money, then y'all don't need a man for money. That means the money shouldn't be the thing that determines what y'all looking for in this man. Y'all should be looking for every other thing that's important to you. The
correct. But if that man, honestly, here it is. I was waiting. Here it is.
I was like, this
absolutely. That man needs to have all those qualities. Whatever qualities that I'm digging with this man, I get that. But in a real life relationship, he has to have all of that. Plus, he has to be that man who takes care of his household. I just cannot appreciate the 50-50. If it was ever, it's just not a thing for me.
Mm-hmm. So when you say take care of the household, you mean that he got to lead with his wallet?
That he has to lead with his wallet? No, because his wallet's not everything. His wallet is not what attracted me to this man. But when his wallet may pay the bills. But I didn't say that this man is paying the bills by himself, but he's paying majority of the motherfuckers. And that's point blank period. Because this is my man, and I am following my man, and I am submissive to my man, and I do woman shit.
So he has
all the time.
He has to make more than you.
Are you saying that
he don't have to make more than me to pay the bills?
So are you not doing woman shit now? Because right now you handling your own shit.
Yes, I am. So, and what does that mean? Which means that if I'm handling. What's besides the fact?
So then his money is a benefit for
if
you.
We're in a relationship, that I'm paying the bills. Like wait, because I know how you might trick this shit. So tell me again. I'm not understanding. Are you asking me would I be in a relationship with someone on totally love and he has no job or he has no money or because he makes less than me that I take care of the entire household? What are you asking me?
Would you do it a house dad?
A house dad?
Would I? Wait,
that's the thing now. Niggas stay home when
I know.
Yeah, no, that's not for me. That's not going to happen.
That's what Steve Harvey said.
What?
He said no. He said a man should be working. He said it should not be no house dad.
From what we grew
up in,
a man who don't work, don't eat.
Right message, wrong message.
Yeah, I hate Steve Harvey. He's a panderer.
Yeah, because what makes that man not to get too comfortable to where he don't want to be a whole man and shit. I can't appreciate if you're not doing shit in this household but taking care of the house.
Me as a man, I don't call a person a man if he don't work. If you're not
facts.
You're an adult.
What if he's disabled though? Like, what if he like his
We've
arm
already
got
had
ripped?
this conversation. It doesn't matter because we're not with these people. Lord forgive us, but it's just not a thing. No, bitch, you're not with these people either.
That's what happens though. That's what thick and thin means. Some people they might get together, and then years later,
and that's what we agreed on. This bitch said she couldn't do it.
In the midst of the relationship?
Yeah, because you get married to somebody and
they
become disabled. Your ass said you did.
Y'all gave an extreme.
That extreme matters.
Right. They gave an extreme fucking scenario.
It's reality.
It's life.
No, let me tell you what these bitches said. They said to me,
what do you mean?
Would you be in a relationship? Would you continue to be in a relationship with this man and he was disabled and he was parallel? You had nothing but his neck.
Parallel.
Damn. Did nothing.
Parallel. I swear to man, paralyzed. Okay. You want to relationship with this man and he parallel? Bitch, hello.
I ain't get parallel. Like shit.
Because all that bitch heard was it don't work for me. Parallel or no shit, I ain't doing it.
Oh God, you
got to let out and move your neck.
Fingers, all right, cool, nigga. You lost some fingers, but nigga, all you gotta do neck, fuck out of here.
But bitch, we even said that if he couldn't move from the waist down, he was like, no.
And I meant what the fuck I said.
I mean, shit, hey.
It happened.
I got knees.
It does happen. It does happen.
I do. So what did I also say? We can stay together, but we have to have, this is why I say communication is key. We're going to have a conversation.
We got some arrangements.
About how this is going to work out. I don't mind being in this relationship, but I'm going to live this life, this one life that was given to me. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was in a relationship with a woman and her pussy stopped working, I'm not retiring.
Yeah, I mean, just have a
I'm
conversation.
not going on retirement. I'll stay with you, but my dick.
Just have a conversation. Just have a conversation. So you just gonna
throw the relationship away?
So does that mean that your relationship is based on sex? So sex is high in your relationship.
Yes, it is indeed.
It's high in everybody's relationship.
And you better fucking know it, and she know it. She playing the game over there.
But it can be because there's people out here who are disabled from the waist down.
They're not with the sex. They're not with the nympho. They're not with somebody who enjoys sex
start that way.
And then I guarantee if it's a woman in a relationship with a man and his dick stopped working, I'm pretty sure they got some kind of arrangement if they still together.
You gotta have communication. Yeah, these talks.
Yeah, because in a relationship is like between those people.
If you were just
outside looking in, everybody could say.
If anything. You just up and left that person if they were disabled, then you a real shitty person. But I mean, at the end of the day, you have to have a conversation.
Okay, what if they're like, okay, that's not gonna happen. That's a no go for me.
Okay, and that's respected because you have an opinion and a say in this. And what I would have to tell you is that I can't do it. I can't respect it. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Shit. And your legs don't work, so you can't kiss.
Shit, right? Like you can't get the pickles off the motherfucking top. It's not just about sex. I went from watching you fucking cut the lawn. Now I gotta get out there and do the shit.
You don't need to be married. No, ma'am.
I ain't gonna care. It's about.
It's more than that.
Oh my god.
Like I say, y'all shouldn't be that greedy. Why y'all gonna put this dick on retirement when y'all can't use it no more? This shit broke, so y'all shit broke, so he gotta retire.
That's love, is it not?
I could have swore thick, thin, rich, poor.
Yeah, love will give you an option to leave because I understand the dynamics of this relationship.
But he's already doing what a man is doing, though. He's maintaining the household. He's helping you raise your kids. He's helping you live through life. You can talk to this man. Y'all get along great. That's like your best friend.
That's why I said.
And then that
you have to come up with arrangements. I'm not gonna just leave. I'm not gonna just be like. Gotta go. But like you said, he
says, babe, no.
Maybe I don't make love to your face. I mean, you still got your face. You know, maybe we'll figure out a way to maintain. You know, we got to talk, compromise, and communication is key. I keep saying it because you gotta have it. I ain't
but so what if y'all just like set at odds to where I want this, but they don't want that, and
every relationship gets set at odds, and either you gotta live through it or decide that it's just not good for y'all anymore.
She's saying her man gonna have to submit to her. Just have to make it happen.
I mean, something we have to have communication. We gotta work it out.
That ain't gonna work. Ain't no man gonna ever be alright letting this girl get smashed by somebody else.
I mean, but at the end
I guess it is these days.
But then you turn around and say that you're not gonna retire your dick if it's a woman. Don't no woman just want. What the fuck does that mean? So y'all don't think that women have the same urge as y'all? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, y'all. I guarantee y'all do, but we're not the same.
Why we're not the same? Well, we are the same.
Yeah, because we all have sexual urges.
Yeah, we do. But so, I mean, all right. Look, we're going to talk about the normal because I know. She's
Kee Kee.
a super freak. Yeah, like Kee Kee get it in. So we talk about the normal, like normal. You know what I mean? I could like Tart over like shit.
No, this bitch lived a life before. Just because she's good now, that bitch lived a life before.
It was all ratchet once we said that about the past, but it's still.
I lived a long life.
Okay.
It's been long.
She already know. She know I know. That's why she used to hate me.
Yeah, he used to see through all of them.
What's normal? I mean, isn't that normal? Like when you get in-house.
They want a bitch to lie. I've only fucked 3 men in my life. That's a lie.
Don't no nigga believe that. Niggas don't believe that.
Why do niggas even ask is the question in my brain. Are we not past that? How old are we?
I've never asked that question in my life.
Yeah, I can't appreciate it. Because I'm not gonna. You at this point, at this age, y'all ask. You don't ask.
I don't because I don't give a fuck. Because if I'm a fuck, I'm a fuck.
That's irrelevant question.
But I've been asked.
I don't know anything about past dicks.
It's young.
Too nasty for that shit. I don't. Keep all that to yourself. Because if you say a nigga, I know it's over in here. Like then you gonna fuck yourself over.
Touche.
You know what I mean? Because I don't run behind either. That's like.
I mean, but that's kind of hard to do because.
Especially
no, it's not. No, it is not. There's too many people on Earth. There's too many.
I mean, but what happens if you're in a strong or a relationship with this person and that stuff comes out later on down the road, or you go to a friend's house.
That's how it better come out if you want it to work. It come out at the beginning.
Before you get too serious.
So you wouldn't want them to tell you beforehand, just in case y'all in the same environment. You would want them to just y'all be all in the same environment.
If it's depending on how close the person is. If you talking about a nigga I went to high school with, I don't care to hear that. But if you talking about a nigga you see me with on the regular, you know what I mean? You talking about one of my close friends, yeah, I want to know that. I'm probably still gonna not fuck with you, but I still want to know that.
Damn.
I mean, how can I do that? Like, I know what goes on in the bedroom. And if this is my boy like that, I know this nigga. So
and y'all in the same room, I can see how that. I can see how the tension can get high. Bitch, you lived it.
What did I live?
And then how that nigga supposed to come over the house? How you supposed to come over the house now with this chick that he done hit too? He done hit the chick too.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
Now we all in the room in this.
Except for you got chose.
But I would have felt real bad though if he would have let me go over that chick because I mean it wasn't who I was.
I mean, but it was. You did it.
Yeah, I did. And your point is what? You punished me because of what?
I didn't punish you. You just said
it's
not who you are.
Well, at this point, you're right. You're not punishing me. Just let me know that I'm not for you. And at that point, it would have been okay. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
But everything ain't about punishing you. Like if I was to not fuck with that chick because she fucked with my homeboy, it wouldn't be me punishing her.
Yeah, it's just
me protecting myself.
Yeah, how you feel morally.
Because if I'm with you, that's always gonna be something that's gonna linger in the back of my head.
Ooh, so do you think some niggas retaliate off of that? Just because they stick with you, at some point they be like, fuck it.
Weak man to
no, I don't know if they do or not.
Shit that happened before you met them.
They do it.
Yeah, they do. And they take it out on.
But if that's the point, if you're gonna do that, then why would you waste your time on being with this person? Well, you still the one losing.
That's the exact reason I said I would just leave the situation.
Yeah.
Cause I wouldn't want to live with that in my head, and I know how niggas talk. I would be by somewhere else. Hey, be over there with so and so. Yeah.
So, but do you let that really bother you? Is it the other people who may look at you some type of way? Or is it really how you feel?
No, I don't care how anybody looks at me. It's just I don't want that in my thought. And I'm a nasty nigga, like I said, so I definitely don't want that in my thought while I'm, having sex.
Yeah.
I'd rather have this angel, like, she ain't had sex with nobody. No, why? Because she ain't said nobody. No, why?
Oh, you hasn't nobody. Why? Nope.
Don't walk your ass through no door.
Hey,
Notes to self.
Don't ask no questions you don't really want the answers to.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm not asking no questions I don't want the answers to.
Facts.
Like, at all. It's just, I'm going to set myself up for failure.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Now that I understand.
Me too.
But I think that came with age.
Nah, you still chasing money, niggas.
I am. I'm just saying. But I'm not. Because I'm in a relationship, so I'm not. I'm not.
That you got some money then, huh?
Oh, my nigga.
You said my nigga?
Oh, shit. No.
We told you to wait for the episode. Here it is. Here it motherfucking is.
So what happened was, y'all know how I said I could fall for someone for other qualities other than money? I've been with this person since we were younger. 18.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, we've been through some shit. And like y'all said, nobody wants to really hit the restart button on some real shit.
Yeah.
You start off real strong. I like that. Because that's facts. And that's where the heart come from.
Yeah.
Bullshit, if I was that nigga, I'm over here like, oh, so she just fucking with me because she don't want to start over, huh?
Because
He's
because
not
I love you. Like, at the end of the day, I don't have a problem starting over. So if you did something or I felt like we weren't going anywhere, I'm not just going to sit here and just be stagnant. Because again, I'm okay with being by myself.
So what qualities do we have that make you bypass the money thing?
Unfortunately, we have a type of vibe that I don't get with nobody else. So that vibe that we've been having for so long, like, I can't get that nowhere else, right? And I feel like he felt the same way. Plus, there's a love there. Like, we got history.
Yeah. So that means you holding it down. So that means that's more than money.
In certain aspects, yes.
So you don't believe somebody that haven't like been with you can come in and like do more for you than somebody you have history with?
You said what?
You don't believe somebody can come in like if you stop dealing with that person and somebody else, you start dating somebody new, and then within 6 months you engaged.
It's
comfortability.
Now I believe that, but if I stop dealing with this person that I had to have a valid reason to stop dealing with the person that I had history with. But if I stop dealing with them, I'm not going dating somebody based off of the history that I've had with this person and the things that they did. I have a different caliber of man going forward because I've grown inside of this relationship, but I'm okay with this relationship because I can see the growth in this man. But when I leave, I'm not going for a man who's on their growth journey. You know what I'm saying? I understand people are always growing, but I'm not going to the bottom of the barrel to look for them either.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. True.
She said
I
she
get
went to the top.
Come.
Start at the top like that.
What about it?
Them ain't always the best.
It's a good start. And if that don't work after I get the wallet, I can throw that nigga back and go to the middle of the barrel. The nigga who got the money and a personality. But you gotta start somewhere. Because if you gonna restart, bitch, everybody gonna go through the dating phase. If a nigga's leading with his wallet, I might know he ain't shit, but I ain't turning that wallet down. I ain't had that in a long time. Got experience.
So I would never. I would forgot how much money I got.
But again, if
women that think like
because of me, it's me. But if you a real ass nigga and you really looking for some real ass shit, but if you're a real ass nigga and you really looking for some real ass shit, first and foremost, I can look at a nigga and by the way that he carries himself and be like, okay, either this nigga got some money or he on the rocks to get some money. Okay, so if you came to me and was like, hey, let's go on a picnic. All right, let's go on a picnic. That shit free. And we just kick it, vibe, enjoy each other, and enjoy the day. Because the thing that's going to capture me in the beginning of every person on some long-term shit is the vibe that we create.
If we ain't create no vibe,
we at the picnic and you pull out headbands, you pull out Uno, you pull out dominoes,
right.
And we having a conversation and we can vibe, and you got a boombox and we sitting there we vibing. My nigga, I'm in. I'm looking for the next date, and it ain't got shit that I'm not even thinking about your wallet. I'm thinking about the next vibe that you can create.
That's correct.
But you ain't. But that $200 date, you wouldn't remember it like that.
No, you wouldn't have.
No,
and that's
facts.
The
reason I said it's crazy as hell to spend $200.
Yeah, but if you're gonna take me to a fancy restaurant because you're trying to show off, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna order what
if I'm gonna take you on a fancy restaurant and spend that much money, I already done got the draws.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yes, you're not. I'm not even gonna spend that much money. So I already got the draws.
Wait, what? What if you're really interested in this person?
Is that not a gateway to prostitution?
No, it's test. It's test. People can fake it all day. Oh yeah, I had
so in order to pass the test, she got to give up some coochie in order for you to spend $200 on a date.
Because I believe in tests, but I'm confused.
No,
because you want her to leave with a pussy before you leave with your wallet.
I have to be dealing with you on a level that I know I want to be with you before I'm gonna spend that kind of money. I'm not spending that kind of money on nobody I'm dating or getting to know or any of that. Not. ROI. What's the return on my investment? My return on my investment is I spent some money and she don't fuck with me no more. She got some good eating. She was eating the good shit too when we went. I had to spend $200, so she was eating the good shit when we went.
But that $200 was for both of y'all's meal, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for my own anyway, so to me that whole because I wouldn't have came here if I wouldn't have came here with her. So the whole $200 is her in my head. I don't give a fuck how much went on me because I would have ate at home. I would have fired up the air fryer.
Facts, because that's a vibe. That's a vibe.
Like, you know, I'm not going to the restaurant to spend $100 on myself.
So like Diamond said, if it's offered, yeah, okay, we'll do it.
But see, that's the difference because as women, I will go to a restaurant by myself and spend $100.
Mm-hmm.
I would too.
But you just said that you wouldn't. You would eat at home.
I would if I wanted to. But that night, when I went on that date and spent that $200, I was there because I was there with her. Mm-hmm. That night, I would have went home. I'm pretty sure. I'm 1,000% sure I went home that day. I had me some glass of whiskey and out there.
That's why I always say.
I mean, those vibes are way better than.
This is why we always say that when it's time for a date, don't ask me as a woman what I want to do or where I want to go out to eat.
Because it's irritating
for me. I have expensive taste. So for me, I have expensive taste, so I can understand. So don't ask me. Take me to where you want me to go. Bring me into your world and let's create a vibe there.
Because me and Tart had that conversation too.
But if you leave that shit open to me,
my thing is you better not ask
that
me.
shit gonna be fancy.
Don't ask me. Period. I want to go here. Okay, you want to go there? You gonna pay?
What y'all feel about that?
I'm fine with that because I unless I wanted to treat a nigga to a date,
then we ask.
then I'm not asking. I'm like, hey, what are you doing this day? I'm coming with some plans.
We're asking if you would like to go in
free that
on
day?
this date
Okay,
with us.
cool. So
They agree. That means the person who asked.
That's right, pays.
The person who
The facts.
yeah, because I never come into a relationship and be like, yeah, you know, I really want to try this
with
place
the expectation
with the
of
expectation of
you're
you
going to
paying,
pay.
I don't
Yeah,
know
never
what's
do
in your
that.
wallet.
Don't never do that.
The girls do that though.
Ain't no fucking way.
Hell no, I got no
I wouldn't.
that.
Man, my brain, there's a difference between women and females for
For
sure.
definite.
Because in my brain, that's rule of thumb. People, that's disrespectful. I'm gonna invite you somewhere and look at you like, so you got it? No, bro, that's not how that works.
But have niggas done you like that?
Hell yeah, and I always was ready. Bitch, I had my shit in my purse. Here you go.
Shut out.
Have a good day. Look at that nigga right there at that table too.
Society ain't like that though. Most of society is looked at as demand of pay.
So if you invited a girl on a date, are you expecting her to drive herself or do you want her to ride with you?
Whatever makes her comfortable.
No.
Yeah.
Because I've come across a lot of niggas who like, well, it ain't a real date if you don't ride with me. Well, nigga, you trying to kidnap me? Because we still going to the same place.
Right, and I want to be able to leave.
When if this don't work, because we don't even know if we really like each other.
I
Bitch, call Diamond to get out of it, okay?
period. Every time.
You ain't gonna get a chance to leave me.
Or take me
Nah,
off and
I
dump
really
me some
drive
fucking
too
way.
though, because it's the same way. But if I ain't feeling you,
Yeah.
if I ain't feeling her, that mean I ain't gotta have this long, awkward ass drive back to her house.
Exactly.
Yeah, gas ain't cheap. I don't even
Okay.
want to go to your house. Like, shit, I wish you'd have drove to
I-
meet up with the boys or something. I mean, y'all know how they go.
So if you're not interested in her at the date, do you tell her?
I was gonna ask that.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't even been on a date with somebody I ain't interested in.
I mean, but you could technically get on one that you were interested in until they start
I've had it
talking.
happen. I've had it happen. And been like,
So did you tell her or you ghosted her?
I ghost.
Hey, why? Why do y'all do that? That makes no sense.
Bitch, you know me, I
To
got the
leave a
word.
door open so you can come back.
Nope.
Then why? Why y'all do it?
Because I don't argue. Women always want to have the last word.
I had a conversation with her. And
I'm not like that though.
But I had a conversation with
I'm
her and
different.
said,
'Cause I'm like, okay, it is what it is.
but I had a conversation with her and what I said was, we have to get out of the mind frame of I owe you an explanation on some shit that I chose for myself.
Facts.
I don't owe you shit.
That's right.
If I made a decision for myself, then that I made the decision for myself. I ain't got to clue you the fucking in. Who the fuck are you?
True.
That's true.
And then people think that
I
you
do common
rude,
courtity,
mean,
though.
and but
I think it is
What's my
common.
courtesy?
I think it's common courtesy to tell people you ain't feeling them, and they should be able to be okay with
No,
that
because the
information.
society that we live in, they not
You
okay.
have
But I don't owe you that.
You know, I mean, it's,
I don't owe you comfortability of knowing that I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
It's the tasteful thing to do, but you know,
I mean, that goes back
Not
to that comes back to communication, though, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
if you-
Communicate that you ain't fucking
'Cause
with me.
that's how I am.
Communicate that you didn't
That's
feel this
how I
day.
am. Like when I text you and I was like, "What can I say?" Because I didn't want to just.
But the
cut
problem
him off.
is we always
wanted
if
to
you
let
have
him
to search for
know
the words
that
to
I
fucking
wasn't
say,
interested.
then why say anything? If I gotta search for the
You're
words
only
to fucking
searching
say,
for words because you know people. Yeah, I don't know if I
Then
would be
why say
searching. I'm not
anything?
gonna be searching for words if I
because
tell
if
you
it
I'm
was
not
me and I'm not
feeling you.
feeling you before I even
I just don't tell you I'm not feeling
before I
you,
leave,
and
I'm
the
gonna be
reasons
like,
why
you know,
I'm not feeling
this
you,
was nice,
and that's it.
But I don't think that we're a match.
But everybody
And that's it.
didn't
That's
start
all.
from there though. That's what I'm saying. That's why you got the call because they not used to doing that. They used to being nice. Like, you know what? I'll just talk to them and hang out with them. Like, no, they used to like ghosting. They used to ghosting. Like real shit.
That's
Women do
avoidance.
that too.
So we
you a
avoid.
ghost?
Yeah, ghost men.
Yeah, I ghost the fuck out of
So
somebody.
that's what I'm saying. That's
know
why.
it's
That's
easier. It's easier.
it's just I feel like it's a better experience just to close that
I
door.
guess it
Like
depends on
I'm
who
not
it
leaving
is.
this door
I was gonna
open.
say, I guess it depends
Because
on what
if you
happens
just a
on
whole
this
fuck
date.
ass nigga, then at this point I wouldn't feel any type of way with just
Yeah, like if I feel like you were genuine and that
Exactly.
it was something, then
That
but I
was
would tell you
within
before I
me.
left the table that I didn't think this was gonna work.
Yeah.
I don't even want you leaving thinking that, oh yeah, this was a wonderful day.
Yes.
No, I want you to know right here that this ain't going to work.
Yes.
But if you somebody who I believe interpret to be a fuck nigga, I'm not owe you shit.
I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. It ain't gonna give it.
Before I even got to my car, you would put on the block list because I'm good at
That's
it.
facts.
I'm real fucking good at it.
That's facts.
And I'm in call my sister and said, now listen to this fucking
Let me
shit.
tell you what the fucking happened today.
Yeah. But if it's good, we call on fucking bells and whistles like, bitch, let me tell you about this experience, bitch. The vibe that I got. This is where I was at. I felt like I was here. We didn't see nobody else in the room. It was this. She gonna be like, oh shit. I'm gonna be able to create a picture for that bitch where that bitch is like, oh yeah, okay.
Correct.
That bitch, go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you didn't,
I had a vibe with a motherfucker, and that motherfucker was like, ride with me to Tulsa, and I told this bitch I'm gone. She was like, you knew this nigga for a good 2 weeks. I'm out. I trust them. How many niggas? It ain't too many niggas like that I trust. Most of the time I be like, bitch, I'm not even answering this man.
So do y'all still talk?
Unfortunately. This was years ago. Huh?
I said, so why you trust this man? Y'all
It was the vibe. So what happened was, when I first met him, he was honest. He was just like, one day you might wake up and I'll be gone. Like, I might have to do some time. I did some fuck shit. He didn't go into the fuck shit that he did, but I understood it for what it was. So what happened was he ended up getting into some more fuck shit and got pulled over and ended up going to jail for the whole time of it, right? But I didn't know it at the time. But when I found out, it was respect. You had already told me from the beginning. I knew what I was getting myself into in the beginning. So the vibe was there. So that's the reason why I don't talk to the nigga no more. Oh shit, I ain't waiting. I got my own life to live. You had your choices before you came, and I understood. And hopefully you understood.
What? Why you looking like that?
I was just trying to follow along.
Oh.
That's it.
She got threw off on the prison part.
He did.
Right.
The nigga got some time.
Prison?
But I know we in the same blood. Ain't no, we don't fuck with
a nigga go to jail.
fuck with the
I
prisoners.
love you, but because again, sex is what is important in a relationship. Because sex is important in a relationship.
What happened to communication? What happened to communication?
We're gonna communicate that you should not have went to prison.
Yep. That's
what you mean. He in prison. All they can do is communicate.
I'm gonna communicate.
Yeah, but I'm gonna communicate that
when you went, like Diamond said, when you went in there, you did that fuck shit.
You did that.
You did it for you. You didn't think about
no
us.
Shit.
Period. So
because
now
you knew that
I need to make a decision
us to be together
for me.
The fuck?
Right. You don't get to make decisions.
So when you did some you shit, you don't get to be like, it's us now. No nigga, it's you and that sale. And it's me.
I mean, even after 20 years, I mean, like, y'all got
but
years.
you take our funnies, but if we're in a relationship and our person goes to jail for a valid reason,
it's gotta be valid.
Hey, man, I went out, I was drunk, whatever. Y'all knew that you going to have a good time. I'm gonna go get you out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Babe, I went and I robbed the bank. You're gonna be in there.
And we knew that we was about to get foreclosed. My nigga, I'm fucking with you. No, I'm fucking with you. If I knew that we was on foreclosure and your ass went out to rob a bank, you thought about us.
You did think about us.
You went out on your life.
Okay,
so I might stay with you for a long time.
You should have communicated with us that we was going to rob a bank. Maybe I had some.
No, because he didn't want you to have the knowledge in case he got away with and question your ass.
But unfortunately,
so I get some real hood shit, right? I understand some real hood shit.
It's respect.
But if they catch your ass and you gotta do a long time communication, at some point I'm gonna have to let you know that I may have to get some dick out here. I love you.
Niggas know.
Yeah, they know.
You gotta tell them that.
And in my mind, once I tell you, but I want to be honest. I don't want you to be like, again, I don't want you to be like, I expect it. Hell no. I told your ass I'm going to get
hey, babe, what did you do today? And you was at Sally's house. You need to come in that motherfucker and say,
mouth. Say, hey, I got my dick sucked by Sally's house.
Give me my options.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Give my options.
And that's it. That's all.
Nigga gonna choke y'all out to get out. Fuck y'all.
We'll take it to the yard.
Y'all gonna tell this nigga in jail that you gonna fuck somebody else.
Communication.
Choke y'all out.
But I would have that conversation prior to going to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And if you told me that you weren't okay with it, now we're jeopardizing our relationship because I'm telling you that this is what I need, and you're stern on your no. Well, I'm not. I'm still grown.
I appreciate it. I mean, I don't know. I guess some niggas.
So at this point,
my prison homies tell me they already know that shit popping out now. As long as y'all,
never tell them. Like who wants?
Y'all got something on them books. Yeah, you gotta put some on them books. You ain't be out here fucking and not putting nothing on them books. He definitely gonna choke you out when you get out. The hell?
You wouldn't have books if your ass didn't do what the fuck you did. If you think I'ma put some shit on your book because I'm fucking,
you ready to help your cousin with me?
you better
Wait.
No, because when I'm sleeping, it's guaranteed that you're calling another bitch, so you better have that bitch be putting money on your books because I ain't doing it. So you better be working your thing in there. So where bitches put money on your books.
But is that still to your husband that on the foreclosure? Are you talking to him or you talking to another nigga?
The nigga on my foreclosure. See, that's hard because in my
you gonna put money on his books
because y'all got a deeper connection.
Did y'all have an actual deeper connection?
Bitch, if we're in foreclosure, how the fuck I'm gonna put money on your books?
Because he got did he get away?
I lost the house. Because y'all got the chance.
You moving an apartment.
Hold up.
You moving an apartment close
to put money on your books. I bet the fuck I don't.
You moving to an apartment to
He better understand.
Oh my god.
I'm coming for vengeance and to put money on your books. I bet the fuck I don't.
Yeah, you need some snacks. You better throw that nigga something on the books. You need some snacks in there.
Oh my
That nigga better run the store.
Oh shit.
You had a master plan to rob a bank. So now you know what the fuck you got called. You better figure out how to take over the prison.
You better leave the prisoners alone. They gonna choke you out to get out.
Oh, that was funny.
It wouldn't last anyway, because in my mind, niggas in jail get bored. And a bitch who's out working and hustling, at the end of the day, he gotta have somebody to talk to. And most of them gonna talk to a bitch. And you gonna want me and her putting money on your books. I bet the fuck I don't.
I mean, that's facts.
I don't give a fuck if he fucking. He's filling her head up. He giving that bitch the hope factor because ain't no bitches out here willy-nilly putting no money on no books without the hope factor.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I need to find a bitch.
I said let me be a nigga for one day. They got that game and gone.
Turn the life around, bitch.
I just need it for one day. These bitches is buying. They buying cars. They letting you sleep in their house. They buying your groceries. They doing it all.
Them few niggas, all them niggas that ain't doing that.
Yeah, I mean, but those who can get away with it, they ain't really moving.
There you go. That's your nigga with a wallet then. That's your nigga with a wallet right there. For y'all an inmate. They got websites for that.
You know. That ain't my nigga with a wallet. That's my nigga who got a DOC number. They don't even know that nigga by name.
They buying houses. Y'all can sleep in his house. By what you said, you gonna fuck other niggas in his house?
Touché.
You gonna choke the shit out of
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily fuck in some shit that we had together. I wouldn't necessarily fucking some shit that we had together. Why can't I go to the nigga house? But I mean,
yeah, y'all shouldn't be fucking with these prisons. That's all I want.
We don't.
We don't.
You know,
we don't. And the reason why we don't is because I don't have time for the bullshit. Your ass in there, that's some you shit. That's how I always look at it.
I have morals and standards at this point. It's just not for me.
Kicking Tart ass. You ready?
Let's do it. Let's wrap up.
I'm listening. Where are we at?
Like
we
2?
had a good time. No, bitch, we ain't had no fucking.
It's got to be not 2 a.m. but 2 hours.
Hour and 10 minutes.
That's it. That's all.
That's it.
I thought it was more than that.
So Billy, where do you want people to reach you out? Reach you?
Man, I don't care to see me in these streets. I ain't no social media guy. I'll fuck with it. I'll look at it, but yeah.
Well, y'all can just leave him comments, and we'll just.
Yeah, y'all can.
Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't agree with what he was saying.
A lot of the dudes probably would. A lot of them probably like, who the fuck is that?
And I know a few dudes that listen to it, and I didn't even know they listened to it.
Shit, but I got.
I mean, most of them probably think the same way. Most niggas ain't trying to mess with a chick that's just trying to get his paper. Especially a nigga who got any pride in himself. I look at myself as a man that's surprised. Because I know I can do things. I do what I do. I do things that men should do. Like, I feel like men should do. Back to y'all.
So to confirm, at the end of the day, once you get in a real relationship that you can fuck with, you still manage your household. You still pay your bills. You still make sure you take care of your house.
She makes sure the bills paid.
Period. Because
if she moves in, do you like assume like that y'all go 50-50? You make her pay something.
I understand the paying something. Yes, she pays for the groceries.
My last relationship, we was 50-50.
On everything down the line.
Down the line.
So did it feel like a roommate or did it feel like a woman? Your woman.
That was my woman.
So when you say 50-50, y'all both cooked, y'all both cleaned, y'all both did
We cooked together.
everything was down the line.
That is a vibe.
So
I mean, it went as it went on. Things changed, because life changes.
yes,
And we had different plans to put each other through school and all that. So it was a bunch of different things that was going on to help each other grow too, to where it was off. But we had to the balance got through off. That's where the communication is huge. I mean, I agree with y'all on communication, but it's really about balance. Trying to find that balance in what makes y'all work together and being able to grow.
So from your last relationship of the 50-50, and now you're saying that you pay something, but it doesn't necessarily have to be 50-50. Is that because at this point it doesn't matter who's paying the majority?
Me and her didn't start out 50-50. Me and her got together. She moved to my house. I paid everything for almost 2 years.
and that's it. When you say everything, you mean all the
It
house
was my house.
responsibilities.
It didn't continue to be my house until we wanted to do more better.
Correct.
And once we wanted to do better, she wanted to do better for herself. More money was coming in, because at the end of the day, two incomes in one pot is better than you got yours and you got yours.
So again, when you were with that person in that time frame that you were doing, you're still continuing your bills because this is still your household. She would do what? She would, buy the groceries, or this. She's helping you. You can see her helping you during this time, or was it just solely all on you?
No, she was helping. She had jobs, waitress jobs, and she did her. She had ways to bring in some paper that I always.
And when she could, whatever she could do, she did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was the same for me. If I was down, she had me.
Correct.
If I was down, I got her.
Correct. And that's how it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be a teeter-totter if need be.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gotta be. It was a lot of times, matter of fact, where she paid everything.
And I said that too. Every now and again, let that man know you appreciate him and take care of them
She did it
bills.
for about almost a year and a half, 2 years down there, because I was in school. When I went to school to be an electrician, she put me through school to be an electrician.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was a plan. I'm where I am because of it. So it all builds.
So do you feel like once y'all elevated, y'all grew apart?
No, we just didn't communicate.
So at some point, y'all
Come on in the room.
But it wasn't on my end. I'm a talker. I mean, y'all can see that I'm a
So
talker.
at some point, something changed that she didn't communicate that festered up that led to demise.
Her issues of what I wasn't doing or what I was, my shortcomings.
Gotta communicate.
Because she was holding all that stuff in.
She was.
Or-
And do you feel
She
like
was
if
trying
she
to
would have
support
told
you
you
and she
along the
felt
way,
like
you
she
would have
was
been able to
suffering
take that
herself.
information
No,
and see if it was something that you
Yes,
could do
yes, I could.
or not?
It was the thing was she voiced her opinion on those things, but it was only when we were arguing.
So you didn't hear it because you walked
That's
out.
why they
You
all-
walked out.
Nothing. No, even if you don't, I didn't walk out. Then I argued. Then, but in
Okay.
the argument, you hear.
You don't
nothing.
hear it.
That's why.
That's why they tell you don't
That's
suffer in silence when you're in a relationship
That's right.
because it brings
That's right.
in the heat of the moment some real shit comes
But
to
if
fuck
you
out. You
can't
be like,
talk to
damn.
somebody like the tone that we talking in right now, it's a regular tone. That's when everybody can hear it. You can hear it, but once you start yelling, I go deaf.
Understood.
Like I don't hear nothing after that. So it's like, and then at the end, are you really telling somebody the issues that you have if y'all are arguing?
Correct.
He like, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do. Y'all really
But
just
at that point, ain't nobody even listening. Y'all just
Exactly.
going at each other.
y'all waiting to get your turn to respond. You ain't listening. You waiting on
Half
the
the time,
stop.
you ain't even waiting on your turn.
You listening for a period. You listening for a pause.
Right.
You listen for key words.
Exactly.
And when you get those key motherfucking words, that's what the fuck you attack. You didn't listen to all of it.
You're not going to get the yelling bitch until you've demonstrated that you are not going to communicate.
Or you're disrespectful.
And or disrespectful.
Yelling, but when you start yelling, you are disrespectful, ain't you?
Yes.
In my eyes, you yell at me, you disrespecting.
That's correct. I agree
I
with
agree
that.
with that.
But I'm not a yeller until you take me there.
Until you take me there.
Nobody should be able to take you there.
No,
Ooh, that's
no, yeah. Take me there. If you are showing no interest in the communication, you can take me there. If you are showing
being a
any signs
complete
of
asshole,
disrespect, you can take me there.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna live by that respect,
Yeah.
and that's on everything.
Yeah.
Because if I'm gonna come to you on a respectful note, you're gonna have to do the same.
Yeah.
But everybody don't think that way,
Yeah.
so they think that they can reach.
And if you're not ready to talk,
and if you think you're reach, I'm gonna take you by the jugular. I'm gonna let
but
you know.
my thing is, if you're not ready to talk, say that. If I'm trying to communicate with you on some
Your
shit and you're not ready to
communication.
talk, say that. Say, hey, listen, I'm not ready to talk right now. I can
Correct.
handle that shit.
That's
on
correct.
some real shit. Get your thoughts together, whatever the case you gotta do.
Without an
But don't
attitude.
try to sweep no shit under the rug because at the end of the day, it's still dusty under that bitch and it's gonna come the fuck out.
better fuck
so
it out.
listen, but if you can't communicate that and you're being an asshole in that situation, you're gonna piss me off. So at that point, I'm not even gonna start yelling. I'm gonna shut the fuck down. But my shutdown gonna be bigger than your shutdown because I can hold a fucking grudge. So you don't get to come back. No, because you don't get to come back later and be like, and not try to address the situation. So if you come back later and you trying to address it, okay, let's have it out. Let's have the conversation. I'm okay with that. But if you try to just tiptoe around the shit or you try to sweep the shit under the rug, hell no. I got a problem. I'm not satisfied with my care. I have a fucking problem. And if we can't address my motherfucking problem, then we can't address a bitch ass thing right now. Don't talk to me. You didn't want to talk? I'm not going to talk. We're not going to argue. Don't talk to me. Because the first thing out of my mouth is going to be, so are you ready to have the conversation? And if you huff, puff, or any of that shit, at some point, I'm going to bubble the fuck over.
But you already being too aggressive.
I am. Because I can't let the shit go.
You got to channel some of that feminine energy in there. You coming at the nigga on some nigga, on some Bogarting, like, nigga, you going to do this right now, but that's not gonna work for me.
But if you coming to me willy-nilly after you was like, okay, I'm not ready to have this conversation, okay, cool. I can understand that.
And it's
so
not
even if you come back and be like, hey,
yes,
you hungry, or hey this, or hey, you want to watch a movie,
I'm not gonna give you an attitude.
I'm not giving you an attitude. You communicated with me that
maybe
you're
you
not
need
ready
some
to have that
time.
conversation.
Exactly, many days.
But if you fucking ignored me and you act like ain't shit happened, and then you come back like, hey, nah, fuck, hey, ho, the hell, we got a problem.
Correct.
And it's not. I'm not coming at you like that. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna listen to what you gotta say, so I'm not gonna cut you off.
Yes.
I'm gonna listen to what you gotta say, and I'll be
respectful.
like, I'm gonna say, if you say, hey, you ready to watch a movie, I would rather have this conversation.
Is this within the same day?
I don't give a fuck. The same day, same week, same time period. If we ain't had the conversation, then I'm gonna. It has to be had.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not communicating that you're not ready to talk, so when you come to me and you say, "Hey, let's watch a movie," I'm gonna look at you and be like, "I don't have a problem watching a movie, but are we gonna address
I'm not doing
the conversation
that.
at hand?"
I'm gonna give you time
because I can't let it go.
I'm not gonna keep bringing it up. Are you ready? Because clearly, when he's ready, he's gonna tell you he the fuck ready. But if it never comes,
you're not gonna play on me.
If it never comes at that point,
because it's never gonna come. Because if he felt like he was gonna come, he's gonna communicate with you that he's not ready to have that conversation. That when he's ready, he's gonna communicate that with you. But if you didn't tell me from the beginning that you're not ready to communicate, then at this point, what I see through your actions is that you don't want to have this conversation.
Yeah, if he never told you, but if he told you he wasn't ready for the conversation,
yeah, then I don't give a fuck about that. If you told me that you wasn't ready, if you then hours later or the next day you'd be like, hey, you want to watch a movie? I'm not tripping, because I'm gonna trust in the man that you are that we're gonna have this conversation.
But you didn't say that at first. I
said if he didn't communicate that with me, that he's not ready to have the conversation, and that he came later, if he didn't, hell no, I'm gonna address that shit. It's still an elephant in the motherfucking room.
Yes, you're saying if you
we didn't get to table a bitch ass thing.
He needed some
I went
time.
through parliamentary procedure, bitch. I understand that we can table some shit. We can table it for another time. It don't stop no shit. But you gotta be able to communicate that shit with me.
Correct. Agreed.
It's still just aggressive though. So you make
it is.
Yeah, be so aggressive with them.
It's just how I am. I'm a little more nicer.
So I mean, you must like super aggressive niggas.
No.
You like feminine niggas?
I don't like feminine niggas either. But I don't like them super aggressive. You gotta have shut up, bitch. You gotta have a certain level to you to where I'm like, okay. I feel like Jill Scott. If you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, then you can't tell me what to do. That's just how I feel.
So,
there's a limit.
She don't do the weak. She don't do the aggressive, but she don't do the. She can't the weak. She can't do the weak because the weak can't.
I do a fucking communicator. If you can communicate with me, then at this point we can say things, and we can have a discussion and be okay. I am okay with agreeing to disagree on a lot of shit, even in a relationship. But to have the conversation to at least see where we stand, that's what seals it for me. But to pretend like some shit didn't happen, and at this point, it is a trigger for me. Like, you can't ignore, you can't do this shit, because growing up, that's how the fuck we lived. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to take that from somebody when I know that that's a trigger for me, and I express that to you. So it's not like you don't know it's a trigger. So in my mind, if I tell you that's a trigger for me, then at that point, either you're like, okay, well, I know that's a trigger, so I'm not going to trigger that, because that shit is going to go way left. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why would I do that? When I could just literally say and mean, I'm not ready for this conversation. Can we talk about this at a time? Okay, and you stand on your word on that? I can trust that.
With no attitude.
With none. Might get a nigga's head. All right, cool. You communicated. Let's at this point because nothing's stopping the flow, right?
That's
so at this point,
nigga to talk. Nigga tell you anything you want to know.
What did I tell you in the car today? What did I tell you in the car today?
Nigga tell you anything you want to know after that. Hey, yeah. I'm sorry.
Didn't I tell you when we had that conversation in the car? What did I say? Suck his dick. Ain't that what I said? What were we talking about? And I said, girl, none of that matters. Suck his dick. You'll get anything the fuck you want. Suck his dick.
Nigga apologize for shit he ain't did. Look, man, I know. I never do it again.
Nigga, talk to you while you down there.
You're not gonna talk to me in emotion. I need to know you mean that shit, not in the moment.
You mean it? You just apologize.
That's what I heard.
That's serious. That's hard.
Oh my god.
Every day you touch the heartstring with that.
Period. Talking to you while you down there, you know, right about some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sex can get you out of a lot of shit.
It can, but it can also be toxic. So you gotta know what the fuck
It can definitely be toxic.
Into a whole lot of shit.
For real. Yeah, I ain't got nothing else. No other questions.
We did. That's all.
I just want to put this out there to the world. I know people feel like I'm like this super aggressor in certain ways, especially when I'm single. I am as fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But in a relationship, I'm really soft. She'll tell you, even in my relationship, like random niggas on the street, I'm really rude to. Like niggas who try to talk to me or holler at me, I'm really rude to. And she be like, damn, I don't even understand why they still call you because you're mean as fuck. But in my relationship, I'm not that mean.
Not that mean.
And there goes the keyword.
I'm trying to lead them, we listen to the important words.
She's trying to convince herself.
But I'm not that mean. She'll tell you, she'll be like,
I've seen you.
You're super nicer. Like, anybody else, you wouldn't let that shit slide. And I'd be like, yeah, you saw me eat that one. But I can only eat so much, bitch. And when I'm done eating, it's over.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Clownin with My Cousins podcast.
Make sure you check us out on all of our social media platforms.
Got something you want to discuss? Hit us up in the DM.
Bye.